Greetings guys, I welcome you in this wonderful video. So today I'm just going to be addressing the most common question that I usually get after posting a strategy. There is this question that a lot of traders keep on asking me, like, which time frame is good for this particular strategy, or which time frame should I use for that strategy that you posted. So this is a question that I keep on receiving, and I just decided to make a video and address it. So I believe that after this video, the number of such questions will be limited. So when it comes to a strategy, let me just put on some indicators so that you can illustrate it. So let me just put our beautiful stochastic here, and let me just try to change it, because usually as traders we neglect the things that we should be focusing into, and then we focus on the things that really don't matter or doesn't matter. For an example, when it comes to a strategy or when it comes to indicators, there isn't any fixed time frame that is good for a particular indicator, unless maybe that indicator was specifically made for a certain time frame. Unfortunately, we don't have indicators like that, or we don't have a large number of indicators which are like made specifically for a time frame, because even the market itself, the way it behaves, it is not behaving based on a time frame, or its behavior is not unique based on a time frame. For an example, if you can see waves here, say I'm opening V25 on a daily time frame. If you can see waves here, where's my drawing tool? If you can see a wave here, for an example, we have this upward channel here. It doesn't necessarily mean that when you go to a smaller time frame we won't see such patterns. Now, for an example, I will go to like a 5-minute time frame, a completely different or separated time frame. Now, if you can go to a very smaller time frame, even on that time frame, there are still waves that you can see there. There are still patterns that you can see. The meaning, the behavior of the market or the behavior of the price is not limited to a certain time frame. That okay, it is easy to see patterns on a daily than it is on a 5-minute time frame. So this theory also applies to indicators, that indicators are not time frame bound, or strategies are not time frame bound. So usually as mentors, we will give you escape answers. For example, you can say, no, the strategy works best on the 15 minutes. Yet that's not the truth. And then when you choose a time frame, as I always say, that you choose a time frame based on the time that you have with the market. For an example, if you are a free person and you are ready to sacrifice your time in front of the screen, then you can be a scalper. But if you are a busy person and don't have enough time to be watching or babysitting your trades, then you can be a long-term trader or an intraday trader. That doesn't that thing is not chosen or is not selected by a strategy. It is selected by the time that you have with the market. So it doesn't mean that because I'm using a stochastic, they say that a stochastic works best on the 15, so I have to trade on the 15. No, the same signal that a stochastic gives, an over sold or an overbought signal that the stochastic gives on a 5-minute time frame, it can still give, or it will give, on a daily time frame. The difference here is just the amount of data that here on the 5-minute we have an elaborated or more data that is given to us compared on a daily. That's why even when you look at the price, this number doesn't change when you change the time frame. Why? Because price is the same in every time frame, but the difference is just the data that they give you. So when it comes to price action, or when it comes to strategies are not bound to time frames. If I give you a strategy, or if I teach a strategy, or if any other mentor teaches a strategy using the 5-minute or demonstrating using a 15-minute, it doesn't mean that that strategy is bound on that particular time frame. You can switch the time frame and the strategy will continue to work. If someone say a strategy doesn't work in that time frame, you need to know that it's not a good strategy. As I said at the beginning, that strategies that works maybe with time frames, it is strategies which are time bound. For an example, You can have strategies that you trade when the market opens, when you scalp, then you'll have to like go to smaller time frame so that you'll see the move clearly, because the move is so volatile, it happens so quickly. Then you'll have to go to smaller time frame. But the conclusion is that any strategy can work in any time frame. You don't have to limit yourself. You choose a time frame based on the amount of time that you have. Not that we prefer time frames or the time frames which are better than other time frames. You'll never hear people talking about 20-minute time frame. You'll never hear people talking about 3-hour time frame. Why? Because we have this notion in our mind that there are time frames which are like are leading. For an example, the 1 hour is a famous time frame, the daily is the famous time frame, the 15 minutes is a famous time frame. So we keep this in our mind in such a way that we deceive ourselves that these time frames are more better than these time frames. So there isn't any time frame that is better than the other. What you should strive for, or what you should fight for as a trader, it is to make sure that you and the market are one. Meaning, when you analyze a market, the next time you come back to check the chart, you shouldn't find the data far from where you left it. For an example, let's say you're analyzing from the 5 minutes, and then the next time you'll be checking this chart, you'll be checking it maybe in the next 3 hours. You'll find that there isn't any relationship with what you have left, because you didn't have enough time to sit and babysit and watch data which is portrayed by a 5-minute time frame. But if you are analyzing on a 5-minute time frame, we are expecting you to be back after 15 minutes, to be back after 20 minutes. But 20 minutes is also a large amount of time, but it's not that large, because it will be like 4 candles. But we are not expecting you to be back after 5 hours, because you'll find data, or you'll find the price that it is far from where you've left it. So make sure that you just strive for a relationship with the market, not actually trying to estimate time frames. There isn't a time frame that is better than other time frame. So that's it, guys, for this video. I hope this was helpful. Go out there and knock the market down. So thank you for watching.